Dear students, I think you are all well. Stay home, stay safe. Last day we discussed about different topics on absorption by roots and up to turgidity and flaccidity along with its significance and how it controls opening and closing of stomata we discussed. Today we will discuss about the plasmolysis and deplasmolysis. What is plasmolysis according to definition which is present in your book page number 57? So, if a living parenchyma cell is immersed in hypertonic solution means if a solution density is more higher than the other solution, then it is known as hypertonic solution. Like if you have 2 glasses of same water and if you add 1 spoon of sugar or salt in 1 glass, so in which glass you added sugar or salt, that solution become hypertonic solution than the other solution. So when any living parenchyma cell immersed into hypertonic solution, water comes out of the cell due to exosmosis. As a result, the protoplasm of the cell shrinks and begins separated from the wall and it gets concentrated in the center towards one side. This condition is called as plasmolysis. That means if we put any cell into concentrated solution, that is hypertonic solution, so from inside of the cell water comes out outside so that cell becomes synchronized. কি হবে যদি একটা সেলকে হাইপারটনিক সলিউশনে আমরা ডুবিয়ে দিই, সেলের ভেতরে যে ওয়াটার ম্যাটেরিয়াল সেগুলো বাইরে বেরিয়ে আসবে অ্যান্ড সেল বিকাম সিঙ্কোনাইজড। এবং সিঙ্কোনাইজডটা কেমন হবে? সেল ওয়াল, যেহেতু আমার প্যারেনকাইমাস সেল, ইট ইজ এ plant cell, it consists cell wall, so all protoplasmic mass comes concentrated toward inside one corner of the cell, so it is plasmolysis. So here, look here, it is the cell A. When it is immersed into the hypertonic solution, the water starts coming out from here and ultimately cell becomes this condition, so it is plasmolyzed condition. So in this figure, A is normal condition and D is the plasmolyzed condition. And what is deplasmolysis? If a plasmolyzed cell is placed in hypotonic solution, again new term hypotonic, last day we discussed. Hypotonic means if the concentration of one solution is lesser than the another solution, then the lesser density solution is termed as hypotonic solution. So if we take 1 glass of water mixed with 1 tablespoon of salt and another normal water in a glass, so normal water become hypotonic solution than the salt mixed water. So if we immersed this cell into again normal water, so what happened? The water goes inside the cell, again cell will gain its own shape. That means endoosmosis takes place and resumes original shape. This is called as deplasmolysis. So it is the opposite of plasmolysis. Example, if we put a resin in water, what happened? The water goes inside the cell, so it is example of deplasmolysis, and after a certain period of time it will become enlarged condition. And if we put the water soaked resin and dipped into concentrated salt or sugar solution, what will happen? Again it become shrinked condition, so it is plasmolyzed condition. I think it is clear. So, what is significance of plasmolysis? First, plasmolysis proves the semi-permeable nature of cell membrane. What is the semi-permeable nature? Semi-permeable nature means it only allows few or specific particles to go inside the cell. And another thing, plasmolysis helps to determine the osmotic pressure of the cell, because the plasmolysis maintains the osmotic pressure, because we know that in plant cell there is a vacuole, so vacuole also maintains this osmotic pressure. Okay, and another thing, only living cell shows plasmolysis, thus we can determine a cell is living or dead, because we know that inside the cell protoplasm is living. So if the tendency of protoplasm to endosmosis or exosmosis become turned off, that means cell is dead. So economic importance of plasmolysis: salting of meat, fish, pickles, sweetening of jam, jellies with sugar prevents the formation of bacteria and fungi due to plasmolysis. That means we are adding salt and sugar and make the material hypertonic, so that when any fungi or bacteria comes contact with them, from their cell water comes out and it becomes lysed. That means plasmolyzed, and they will die. Then salting method does not allow the growth of plants in the cracks of wall. That means if we put salt over there, so that in that region no plant will survive, because it will there is no chance of germination, because it will soak all the water. Another thing, weeds can be killed in playground by adding excessive salt in their roots. So for this reason we are using salt water solution in the playground to making the pitch. Why? Because excessive salt just deplasmolized. Excessive salt, generally what happen, if we put excessive salt in the soil, the concentration of salt in the soil become higher, so from internal part of the roots water comes out, and ultimately the weeds as well as small plants or grass become desiccated condition. Should not use excessive fertilizers in the crop field due to plasmolysis. That means if we put excessive amount of fertilizers without testing the soil, so it will increase the salt concentration inside in the soil, and that's why it may be fatal to the agricultural crops. ওকে, যদি আমরা বেশি পরিমাণে সার দিয়ে দিই তাহলে কি হবে, বাইরের কনসেন্ট্রেশনটা বেশি হয়ে যাবে রুট হেয়ারের ইনার পার্ট থেকে, ফলে রুট হেয়ার থেকে জলটা বাইরে বেরিয়ে আসবে, যে প্ল্যান্টগুলো সেগুলো মারা যাবে। নেক্সট, ট্রান্সপোর্ট, অ্যান্ড উই নো দ্যাট দেয়ার ইজ টু টাইপস অফ ট্রান্সপোর্ট, ওয়ান ইজ অ্যাক্টিভ ট্রান্সপোর্ট and another is passive transport. So water generally transported from soil to tip of the plant by root and root hair, and in this case there are two types of absorption method generally involves. One is active absorption. Active absorption means when any type of absorption takes place by utilizing energy or any type of metabolic activity, that means in which directly or indirectly energy is needed, then it is known as active transport. Like any type of when root cells respires, so what happen, it will create more carbon dioxide on that region. Again, more carbon dioxide concentration inside the root helps inner side more voluminous, so that water and other molecule comes from outside to inside the cell. here. Absorption of water occurs with the help of energy in the form of ATP, which released due to metabolic activity of root cells such as respiration. That means it also, when respiration means it is a catabolic process in which food molecules breaks down and produce energy, and by utilizing energy root hair cells draws in the water and water molecules inside the cell. Another thing, passive absorption. Passive absorption occurs by osmosis. We know that osmosis is the process by which particles and water molecules comes inside the cell without utilizing any type of energy by root hair cells. Now, another new topic, mycorrhizal water absorption. What is mycorrhiza? Mycorrhiza, that means it is in mountain plants like pines and other plants. There is a mutual relationship between a fungi and their root. What is that? In that region, we know that in hill region there is huge rainfall, but due to sloping, water never stags any region, so that, and sometimes it remains dry, there is no water. So to overcome this type of situation, this fungi helps the large or tall plants which is situated in the hills and mountains to gain water from atmosphere, because their root, তাদের যে রুট হয় সেখানে কি হয়, ফাঙ্গাল হাইফির একটা কোটিং থাকে, কোটিং থাকে, এবং কি করে সেই দ্যাট কোটিং অ্যাবজর্বস ময়েশ্চার ফ্রম দ্য এয়ার। তারা কি করে, ওয়াটার অ্যান্ড মিনারেলসটা এয়ার থেকে ওয়াটার অ্যাবজর্ব করে এবং সাইডের এনভায়রনমেন্টস থেকে দে অ্যাবজর্বস মিনারেল, and when they absorb this water and mineral, they supplied it to the plant root, and on the other hand they provide both sugar and nitrogen containing compounds to the fungus. So this mycorrhizal association between fungus and plants maintains the life of both. So it is one type of mutualism or mutual relationship. Next, which factors affects the absorption of water? First of all, external factors. External factors are such factors which helps the absorbing of water. That means available of soil water, যদি soil water available থাকে water absorption বেশি হবে. Diffusion pressure deficit of the soil water, that means soil ওয়াটারের যে ডিফিউশন প্রেসার কি কতটা ডিফিউজ করবে সেটাও নির্ভর করবে কার উপর, ওয়াটার অ্যাবজর্পশনের উপর। সয়েল এয়ার, লো অক্সিজেন কনসেন্ট্রেশন লোয়ার্স দ্য ওয়াটার অ্যাবজর্পশন, যেটা আমি কিছুক্ষণ আগেই বললাম। প্ল্যান্ট সেলের মধ্যে কি হয়, অনেক সময় যদি কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইডটা অনেকটা বেড়ে যায়, দ্যাট ইনহিবিট দ্য ওয়াটার অ্যাবজর্পশন, সো দ্যাট লো অক্সিজেন কনসেন্ট্রেশন লোয়ার ওয়াটার absorption. এই জন্য by plowing or tilting we can just airing the soil so that it will absorb, the plant can able to absorb more water. Then temperature of the soil, if soil temperature remains 25 to 30 degrees centigrade, so it is very suitable to absorb the water. And another is soil pH. We know the pH means if the pH is the indicator of acidity and basicity. So 7 is the normal pH, below 7 it is acidic, and upper of the 7 like 8, 9, 10, this is basic in nature. So keep in mind that if soil remains acidic, so it will help in more water absorption. Next, internal factors that present in plant physiology. Number 1, extent of root system. That means how much root is enlarged and types of root, either it is taproot or fibrous root, it also determine the absorption of water. Next, osmotic pressure of root hairs. That means we know that higher osmotic pressure, if osmotic pressure is higher, so water absorption rate is also higher. And another thing, water absorption is directly proportional to transpiration rate, because we know that by the transpiration, by the phenomenon transpiration, excess amount of water released from the plant body by the stomata or lenticles, so that there become deficiency or there become a pooling pressure by which it again just sucks the water. A suction pressure creates so that water is absorbed. And root pressure also helps to push the water towards the xylem so that it can go inside the plant body. Now here is the experiment. That means absorption by root. Here is a 3-pot A, B, C. So C is the control, and here A to B, it is the transformation. What is there? If we put a germinating rooted plant in the water and oil is poured over there to just stop the evaporation as well evaporation, so after few days we can see the water level becomes low. But same thing, oil is poured over here also, but as there is no plant, no absorption takes place, so water level remains same. So reduce the water level in the seedling containing flux indicate absorption of water by seedling through roots. এখানটায় প্ল্যান্ট ছিল, ওয়াটার ছিল, অয়েল দিয়েছিলাম, প্ল্যান্টটা ছিল, রুট দিয়ে ওয়াটার অ্যাবজর্ব হয়েছে, সো দ্যাট ওয়াটার লেভেল নেমে গেছে। বাট এখানে কোনো প্ল্যান্ট ছিল না, অ্যাবজর্ব হয়নি, ওয়াটার রিমেন্স অ্যাজ সেম। নাও mineral absorption. Mineral absorption, same thing like transport, active transport and passive transport, like active transport and passive transport or absorption. So mineral also absorbed by both method. Number 1, active absorption, when any minerals absorbed by the plant by using metabolic energy in the form of ATP, then it is known as active transport or active absorption. মাথায় রাখতে হবে সেম থিং, ইফ এ ক্রাউডেড bus is there and in stand you are only one, so you have to apply force or utilize energy when you want to enter in the bus. But what happened from a crowded bus, when you wants to come down in a area where there is no passenger, so on that time the your followers also pushes you, so you will just come down normally. In that time you should not utilize more energy if you standing in the gate region. So same thing, the process by which solutes or ion enters across the membrane without carrier or expenses of metabolic energy. Here new term, carrier. Carrier means in cell membrane there is some carrier proteins by which it can cross the lipid protein membrane, because we know that plasma membrane is the 3-layer membrane. First layer protein layer, last layer also protein layer, in between two protein layer there is a lipid layer. So this upper part protein that is known as carrier protein just helps to pass the middle lipid layer and it promotes or facilitates the passing from outside to the cell into inside of the cell, and this carrier protein either remains over there or again come back in its own region. Now importance of root hair we discussed previously. Now another thing, the ascent of sap. Ascent of sap, that means the upward movement of water from root towards the stem branches and leaves through the xylem vessel against the force of gravity called ascent of sap. Because force of gravity, why? Because we know that roots are geotropic and antiphototropic. Root shows geotropic and antiphototropic, whereas stem shows phototropic anti-geotropic movement. So in this case, water have to move from root to leaf, so that in this case water molecules have to go against the gravitational force through the xylem vessel. So in this phenomenon, in 1894, two scientists Dickson and Joly explained how absorption occurs by the root and it transported to the leaf, and he discussed this phenomena into four consequences. That is, first one, root pressure, then imbibition of cell wall of xylem, then capillary of the xylem vessel, capillary force in the xylem vessel, capillary pressure, that is known as capillarity in the xylem vessels, and transpiration pool and cohesion and adhesion force. What is cohesion and adhesion force? Because water molecule is made up of two hydrogen molecule and one oxygen molecule. So water always shows cohesion force to another water droplet, and this force helps to just making suction and continuous movement of water molecule through the xylem vessel. So what happened? Root pressure. In this thing, the pressure developed by the root due to inflow of water, which helps the pushing the plant sap towards, is called root pressure. That means by concentration gradient, we know water and water molecules just gradually inserted inside the root, and it creates root pressure. And when the minerals are accumulated against the concentration gradient by active transport, that means কি হয়, কিছু সময় বাইরে মিনারেল কম থাকলেও সেই মিনারেলগুলোকে বাই অ্যাক্টিভ ট্রান্সপোর্ট ইউটিলাইজিং এটিপি কি করতে হয়, প্ল্যান্টের রুটকে নিজের সেলের ভেতরে টানতে হয়। তাহলে কি হচ্ছে, যখন সেখানে টানতে হয়, দ্য ওয়াটার পোটেন্সিয়াল অফ দ্য সারাউন্ডিং সেল বিকাম লোয়ার্ড অ্যান্ড রুট প্রেসার ইজ জেনারেটেড। তার মানে সারাউন্ডিংসে কী হলো, প্রেসারটা কমে গেল, কারণ অতিরিক্ত মিনারেল রুটের ভেতরে চলে এসছে, ফলে কী হলো, রুটের ভেতরে যে প্রেসার সেটা ক্রিয়েট হলো। নেক্সট, ক্যাপিলারি ফোর্স। Water rises in the tubes of small diameter because xylem vessels is small diameter. Sorry. So, due to force of the surface tension or adhesion or cohesion, water rises up the walls of xylem channels due to adhesion. Water molecular adhesion এর জন্য continuously যাবে, and water makes a continuous channel, so that কি হয়, যদি আমরা কোনো ডাল, গাছের ডালকে কোনো পায়ে বেন্ড করে একবার বেন্ড করে ওটাকে টুইস্ট করে দিই, অন দ্যাট রিজিয়ন ওয়াটার ফ্লো বিকাম ডিসরাপ্টেড। সো ইন দ্যাট কেস দ্য কন্টিনিউয়াস ওয়াটার চ্যানেল বিকাম ডিসরাপ্টেড, সো দ্যাট অ্যাজ এ রেজাল্ট দ্যাট পার্ট স্টার্টস ডেসিকেশন। সেই পার্টটাকে কি হচ্ছে, সেই পার্টটা আস্তে আস্তে শুকিয়ে যেতে থাকে, বিকজ উই আর বাই বেন্ডিং দ্যাট স্টেম উই মেকিং গ্যাপ বিটুইন কন্টিনিউয়াস ওয়াটার চ্যানেল। নাও adhesion cohesion force and transpiration pool. What is? We know that extra amount of water transpired through the stomata, lenticles or cuticles transpire out in the form of water vapor, and this process is known as transpiration. And because Here, water column in the xylem remains as a continuous by cohesion and adhesion force. Cohesion and adhesion force means একটা জলের মলিকিউল পোলার মলিকিউল হওয়ার জন্য আরেকটার প্রতি কোহেশন ফোর্স এবং দুটো একই সাথে কন্টিনিউয়াসলি চলার জন্য দ্যাট ইজ টার্মড অ্যাজ অ্যাডহেশন ফোর্স। দ্যাট মিন্স যদি একটা ছোট ড্রপলেট আমরা কোথাও ফেলি, কোনো একটা ইনভার্টেড প্লেনে একটা ছোট ড্রপলেট ফেললাম, তার পাশে আরেকটা ছোট ড্রপলেট, দেন টু ড্রপলেট কামস mix with one another and forms big droplet, and it will come more force in more velocity towards downward. That occurs due to cohesion and adhesion force of water molecule. So that cohesion is the force of attraction between molecules of the same substance. Adhesion is force attraction between molecules of different substance. Different substance means in that along with water there is also minerals. According to the Dixon and Joly 1894, cohesion force of attraction between water molecules, very important line, and adhesion of water molecules with lignin and cellulose present in the cell wall, because we know that cell wall is made up of polysaccharide, lignin, cellulose, like that. So this polysaccharide wall is responsible for the continuity of water column in the xylem. So the continuous water column in the xylem from the root tip of the stem tip cannot be broken easily due to force of gravity. ফলে কি হচ্ছে, ফোর্স অফ গ্র্যাভিটির জন্য সেটা নিচের দিকে টান থাকছে, উপরে ট্রান্সপিরেশন পুল, then another adhesion and cohesion of water molecule. So it makes a continuous chain. It makes a continuous chain. Look, root hair cell, due to diffusion and osmotic pressure it goes inside, and from here it goes to the xylem vessels, and when it goes to the xylem vessels continues this same channel up to leaf, and in their leaf there is excess amount of water transpired out by the stomata. So here it forms water deficiency in that region, water pressure deficiency, so that again suction pressure creates, so water molecule pass through this region. Clear? So by this thing, adhesion and cohesion force, water can be transported up to 300 to 400 feet by this adhesion cohesion force and transpiration pool. So there are four part: root pressure, capillary force, adhesion and cohesion force, and ultimately transpiration pool. Next, experiment which shows the conduction of water through the xylem. Eosin stain test. What is there? Eosin stain, because eosin is the stain which colors the xylem. What happened? Here we are taking one red color water, that means water mixed with eosin. Here is the cutted stem, here red color. So if we placed a cutted stem on a water containing eosin and keep it for few times, what happened? We know that water is transported from this region towards leaf, and we can see xylem vessels pass through the veins, besides the veins, so that what happened? When this water containing eosin pass through this region, the leaf and colored vein become red in color. We can perform this same thing experiment in tuberose plant also. If we cut a tuberose branches and poured it into colored water, after next morning we can see the color of tuberose become changed. Tuberose means রজনীগন্ধা। যদি আমরা রজনীগন্ধার স্টিককে কোনো রেড ইঙ্ক বা ব্লু ইঙ্ক কোনো ওয়াটার মধ্যে রেখে দিই, নেক্সট দিন আমরা দেখব ফ্লাওয়ার কালার টার্ন ইনটু দ্যাট কালার। হোয়াই? বিকজ xylem transported the water and it is concentrated in the flower, so that water containing the color also transported. Same thing, colored xylem are formed over here. So this chapter completed, which is remaining left. If any problem arises, you can contact me. Thank you.